Good morning, children. Today we will start with the third chapter of civics. Why do we need a parliament? Now you can see the picture of the parliament, which is in New Delhi. And in this chapter we will learn the following points. What is democracy? Why should people decide? What is parliament? Why do we need a parliament? Role of parliament? Who are the people in the parliament? And finally we'll see the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Children, we'll go to the first point. What is democracy? Now, the democracy you have all learned in the previous class. Yes, and India is a democratic country. We have all learned that. Now, let us just recap that. So, democracy is derived from a Greek word demos, which means people, and kratos means the power of the people or the rule of the people. Now, democracy is a type of government in which people of the country vote to elect their representatives. These representatives that we select, the people select, form the government, and once the government is formed, then our representatives work for the welfare of the people. Children, we go to the next point. Why should people decide? Why were the people given the right to vote to elect their representatives and be a part of the government? Now, there is a little history behind this. As all of you know, our country won independence on 15th August 1947 after a long, painful struggle against the colonial British rule. People from all regions, classes of our country fought for a century to drive out the British from our country. As you know, the British rule treated the Indians like slaves and were forcefully made to follow all kinds of rules. And if they did not abide by the rules, strict punishment was given to everyone. They were either beaten up or put into the jail. Every decision was taken by the British government, and we Indians were not even given the right to decide what is good or bad for us. So, people were getting fed up with the British rule, and this led to formation of a party called Indian National Congress, which we'll be learning in later on in history. And there they started now, our leaders now began to openly criticize the British government and demanded voting rights. So finally in 1909, the British government granted voting rights, but only to the rich and the educated class. But our freedom fighters, our leaders, kept on pressurizing the British government, but of no use. So finally they decided that when our country becomes free, we will grant the right to vote to all our citizens. So that is why it led to the birth of universal adult franchise. Universal means all, and adults, all adults in our country who are above 18 years of age will get the right to vote. Franchise means right to vote. So universal means all adults as I told you, who are 18 and above, and franchise is right to vote. So all adults will get the right to vote in our country, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, economic status. All will be given the right to vote and select their representatives who will form the government. Children, we go to the next topic. What is parliament? The word parliament means place for discussion, and parliament is the highest law-making body in the country, and it is the highest forum for discussion and debates in the country. So wherever discussions and debates takes place, the highest point that we can do is in the parliament. And what does the parliament consist of? You can see it consists of the president, the Rajya Sabha, and the Lok Sabha. So this is our parliament, the place for discussion, the highest law-making body of our country. Children, the next point is, why do we need a parliament? Now, parliament we need because it makes laws, and it is the final authority to make laws. Once it is made, the laws are to be followed by all. Now, it also controls the money that the government has, all the budget that is done by the parliament, and it controls what has to be spent on, where they have to earn money from. So all the expenditure and the income is being decided by the parliament. It also exercises control over those who run the government. It keeps the government under check and constantly informs them, guides them through questioning. And it is the highest forum of discussion and debates. So these are the reasons why we need a parliament in our country.